Hi, everybody. My name is Wendy Lee, and welcome to our Expedia Cruises Heart of the River event with AmaWaterways. I'm so excited for you all to join us today to learn about all the wonderful things and experiences that AmaWaterways has to offer both on the river and on shore. Now, that being said, before I bring on our special guest today, wanted to do a little housekeeping to ensure success for this virtual webinar today. If you are having tech troubles, the first thing I would recommend is for you to try logging out and then try logging back in. So if that's the case, hope to see you very soon. If you would like to see more or less of the presentation, there is a adjust your view icon up top that you can do. However, if you are on a tablet or a cell phone, that might not be an option for you today. And we have welcome questions. So if you have questions, definitely put them in the Q&A box below, submit them, and we will try to answer them either during the presentation or at the end. And then if your questions do not get answered, please note that your vacation consultant at Expedia Cruises will be on hand to help you answer those questions. And then finally, if you have to jump off early or if you would like to share this with a friend, maybe travel with them, definitely know that the recording for this event will be sent to you. The recording link will be sent to you within 24 hours. And so that being said, to start this event off, I'd first like to thank all of you for joining us today. We know you're very busy and your time with us is so appreciated. If you are a Seven Seas Club member, on behalf of all of us at Expedia Cruises, I'd like to thank you for your loyalty and your continued support. If you are new to Expedia Cruises, really would love this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about us. At Expedia Cruises, we are a full-service travel agency of expert vacation consultants to help you book your air, land, and sea vacations however you want to book them. You can book online or give us a call or make an appointment at your local Expedia Cruises center, and we have over 200 throughout North America. And this pictures, or all the pictures you see here below, is just a few pictures of us. We are more than just a name. We are your neighbors in your community who are passionate travelers and want to help you see the world. And what that means is if you want to go to Budapest, your local Expedia Cruises will know the best way to get you there from your hometown. And so this is our promise to you. We will always provide you with advice you can trust, the best choices and prices, special Expedia extras, a little bit, which we will cover today, and help with more than just cruises. And we promise we will always be there. And that means whether it is before, during, or after your trip, we are always here for you. So today we will be joined by AmaWaterways, where they will highlight amazing rivers and they can take you on and travel memories that will last you a lifetime. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to our guest of honor, Neil Dudley, Business Development Manager at AmaWaterways. Take it away.
Thank you, Wendy, my friend. So yes, folks, I am Neil Dudley. I'm going to tell you about the wonderful world of luxury river cruising and tell you a little bit about AmaWaterways, tell you about, of course, some amazing destinations we go to, and of course, some incredible sales because yes, it is legendary rivers with Expedia Cruises. And as a result, there are some incredible additional offers that you are going to be able to take advantage of. So little history about AmaWaterways, folks. We are a family-owned and operated company, all out of Europe. Two main families since our inception just over 22 years ago. You've got Rudy and Christine, husband and wife team there from Germany and Austria, combined with the Murphy family from Ireland. So internationally owned and operated company, and that truly is reflected in the product itself. Now, if you've not been with AmaWaterways before, you might be wondering, where does the name come from? And when our owners got together 22 plus years ago to put together this incredible company, they really want to incorporate their true love and passion forever into the name of the company. So if there's anybody listening today who remembers your Latin lessons from old, you'll know that Ama means love in Latin, and that's actually where our name came from. Now, folks, we are a river cruise company, and yes, we are a cruising experience, but we are very different to our ocean cruising cousins, which is why I love to show this slide. Because, folks, if you've never been on a river cruise before, here's some of the key differences. First of all, you're always within sight of land. Different port of call each and every day, generally arriving around breakfast, staying right through till dinner, late nights and overnights in a number of ports of call, and with AmaWaterways, a much more intimate cruising environment with an average of 155 guests on board our beautiful ships. Now, folks, at AmaWaterways, we say we are the leaders in innovation. And this is not just something our marketing department came up with, but it's based on the fact that Rudy down there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, not just one of our owners, he's actually the architect and designer of every single one of our ships, always coming out with something new and exciting that the world of river cruising has never seen before. It's also why he's referred to as the godfather of river cruising. We were the very first river cruise line to bring out ships with outdoor balconies. And as you just saw on that last slide, there's always something to see, day or night. So the balconies are the first cabins to be booked. We were also the first river cruise line to bring up bikes on board for guests to use, to have a fitness center on board, to have a wellness host, to offer complimentary classes both on board and on shore. But there's another key difference when it comes to AmaWaterways, folks. And you may have heard of this before, but sometimes in the river cruise world, we have to deal with an issue that our ocean cruising cousins never do. And that's sometimes water levels can be too high or too low. Well, Rudy knew all about this, so actually designed our fleet of ships to have the shallowest draft of any river cruise line. We only need about 4 feet of water underneath us in order to be able to cruise, putting us in the best position possible to always give you that beautiful luxury river cruise experience. Now, folks, I can assure you it's been Rudy's lifelong dream to always be a river cruise owner, architect, designer, and it actually goes back to the very first river cruise he ever took, which got him hooked on the entire concept, made him want to start building these big, beautiful ships. And I actually happen to have footage of Rudy's very first river cruise to share with you today. Now, yes, it does go back quite a ways, folks, back to 1975. In fact, and there is Rudy, our owner, up close and in person. Now, fear not, if you've not been on AmaWaterways, I can assure you we've come a long way since Rudy's very first river cruise. There's no more manual labor involved for you. In fact, folks, this is what the AmaWaterways experience looks like today. So that, folks, is just a little glimpse into the AmaWaterways experience. And what I want to do today is tell you the AmaWaterways difference. And it starts with the fact we currently have a fleet of 26 sister ships sailing on the various rivers in and around the world. And what that means is no matter what size the ship is, they have all the same core features of the video that you just saw. But I am going to talk about one ship just a little different. It's the Ama Magna, and she came out in 2019. She's the world's largest river cruise ship ever to be built, twice as wide as our regular ships. And she was designed by our owner for all of you ocean cruisers who maybe have looked to the world of river cruising and had a whole range of different thoughts, from I'm not old enough to do a river cruise to I'm going to be bored on a river cruise. Too, there's not enough restaurant options, and the cabins are just too small. Well, this is why Rudy truly built the AmaMagna. She has got 4 different restaurants on board, all included experiences: rooftop heated pool, hot tub, multiple lounges, including a private movie theater. But folks, we only added another 40 passengers, so 196 guests on board. That's because the size of the suites are truly something unheard of for a river cruise experience. They actually start at 355 square feet, go up to 710 square feet. That truly is boutique ocean ship standard size. So you're going to have a great spacious journey on the Danube River on board the AmaMagna. But along with that, we're able to add a few extra features, including an indoor-outdoor wellness studio. If you happen to be a golf traveler, you can actually add the Golf Concierge program. And perhaps the most popular new addition just happened last year, which is exciting a lot of people. So, folks, it's a full-size regulation pickleball court, the only kind in the world. So if that is of interest, have a look at the AmaMagna. So, folks, let's talk about the accommodation on all of our ships. 3 levels of accommodation on our European ships. You've got the picture window staterooms, the French balcony suites, right up to our signature twin balcony suites. Of course, you've got the iMac entertainment system in all of the rooms for you to enjoy music, TV, movies, and Wi-Fi is complimentary throughout your entire cruise, no matter what device you bring or don't bring. If you don't want to bring your laptops, fear not, you've got full access through the iMac entertainment system in your staterooms and suites. But I want to talk about our signature twin balcony suites. I mentioned earlier that we were the very first river cruise line to bring out balconies, and we like to think that we've perfected the balcony experience. So as you can see on the left-hand side, that's the typical outdoor balcony. Table, chairs, you're actually able to sit outside, enjoy the weather, enjoy all the lovely views. But what happens when the weather's not so nice? Maybe it's a bit cooler, maybe it's raining. That's where you have the matching mirrored indoor balcony that you see on the right. Ceiling to floor windows, table and chairs, so that no matter what the weather, no matter what the temperature, you're always able to enjoy that beautiful balcony experience. Now, on board all of our ships in Europe, we've got multiple lounges. The picture in the top left-hand corner, that's a shot of our main lounge. This is the main hub of activity. This is where the cruise managers give his or her port talks each and every evening. This is where our locally themed entertainment happens every evening when we are cruising. And after they are done, we've got our onboard musician to play music into the later hours as well. Now, in addition, you've got the library lounge on the left-hand side, quieter area to relax, fireplace and books to read. On the opposite side is our 24-hour cafe and lounge. Coffee, tea, espresso available whenever you like. And in each of our lounges throughout the day, we've also got complimentary tapas for you to enjoy as well. Now, speaking of food, folks, this is an area we truly do excel. We've got multiple dining venues that are included on all of our ships. The picture in the top left-hand corner, that's a shot of the main dining room. Has about 170 seats in there, but we've got about 155 guests on board. What that means, it's open seating. Come and dine whenever, wherever you like. Tables of 2, 4, 6, or 8 for you to enjoy. And all of our meals in the main dining room are now an elevated a la carte dining experience for you to enjoy. In addition, we've got these private wine rooms to the left and to the right-hand side, seating about 6 or 8 guests. So if you want a quieter area to dine, you can enjoy that. And at the back of the ship, we've got the chef's table restaurant. Seats about 28 guests, totally interactive culinary experience, as you can see there. And we make sure everybody gets a chance to dine in here at least once during their journey, because we won't take a second reservation from guests until everybody else has made their first reservation. And folks, if there's any dietary restrictions, please just let your Expedia consultant know. They'll make sure that we are aware, and the chefs will create an equally impressive array of meals with your specific dietary needs in mind. Some of the onboard service that we've got, if you are the kind of cruiser who likes to get a massage, get your hair done, there are those services available on board. As I mentioned earlier, we've got a fitness center, we've got the wellness classes, we've got bikes on board, we've got guided cycling tours on every single one of our cruises as well. But the most popular area to relax tends to be the rooftop heated pools we have in all of our main ships in Europe. Now, you're going to see there's a bartender up there to take care of your every need. But folks, a couple of things of note with regards to AmaWaterways. First of all, you can bring on board whatever you like and enjoy it wherever you like. Maybe you've gone off on a wine tour, bought a bottle. Maybe you bought something at duty free. Not a problem. Enjoy it in the restaurant, enjoy it in the lounge, enjoy it up at the pool. Basically, we want you to enjoy your AmaWaterways River Cruise experience exactly how you wish to do so without ever having to pay anything extra while you are on board. And I always get asked when the pool is open. It's open 24/7 and it is open our entire season. Folks, let's talk about what's included with AmaWaterways. Pretty much everything is included. All of your meals are included. All of your drinks with all of your meals. So unlimited beer, wine, and soft drinks. Whatever you brought on board, plus our sip and sail program, which is essentially like a happy hour. So again, unlimited beverages at that time. All of your tours are included. We have no optional excursions. And in the larger cities and towns, we give you a choice of activities, 4, 5, sometimes 6 different choices. You decide what it is you would like to see and do, and that's all included as part of your AmaWaterways River Cruise experience. Now, another thing of note with regards to our tours, folks, we try to put no more than 15 guests per tour guide, and we have different activity levels for all of our main tours. So if there's anybody listening today who has some mobility issues, please know we always have gentle paced tours going. We've got regular tours, we've got more active based tours, guided hiking and guided cycling experiences. As a result, the average age of our guests may surprise you. Guests in their 30s all the way up to guests in their 80s because they all feel that they can do the AmaWaterways River Cruise experience exactly how they wish to do so without ever having to pay anything extra while they're on board. But folks, my favorite enhancement came out in 2019. We were the very first river cruise line to bring out our own app called My AmaCruise. Now, this app has all sorts of great information for you before, during, and after your river cruise. Beforehand, it has all sorts of great information on the cruise, the ship you're going on, your documents will be found in there. But my favorite part of this app actually happens when you are on board. Now, I'll assume everybody listening today has taken a guided tour at some stage in your life. That means you've listened to a tour guide take you all around an area, tell you all about those beautiful sights. They'll tell you about that beautiful castle over there, and they'll tell you all about the history. And of course, you take a picture, remember that. And you carry on your tour a bit more, and they'll tell you about that historical church. And they'll tell you all about the history. And of course, you take a picture, remember that. And you get back home after your 1 or your 2-week vacation, and you start looking back through your hundreds and hundreds of pictures. And you look back through some of these going, I have absolutely no idea what that is, let alone why I took a picture of this place. Well, folks, if you take all of your pictures now through the My AmaCruise app, all of the notes that the tour guide gave you on that day will automatically be linked to the pictures you took that day. Forms into your own digital photo album for you to look at for years and years. And remember every part of your AmaWaterways River Cruise experience. And with one simple click, it's uploaded to your favorite social media site, whether that's Facebook or Instagram. Folks, this is just a map of everywhere that we cruise in Europe and beyond. And I'm going to go through them in a bit of a brief overview. But of course, you've got your preferred Expedia consultant to guide you through, answer all the more detailed questions you may have about a particular itinerary. So let's start with the Danube, folks. This is probably the most popular river for the first timers to choose. 7 up to 14 nights. You can even do 21 nights, going all the way from the North Sea right down through to the Black Sea. But I love to show this map because it shows all the different days where you see a symbol that you're choosing the tour that you would like to do, and it's all included as part of your experience. So, of course, the Danube splits out into some various 7-night cruises. The Upper Danube take you from Germany down through to Hungary, extensions to go over into the city of Prague. Of course, you've got the Lower Danube taking you from Hungary down through to Romania, again, extensions to explore either more of Romania or over to Istanbul, Turkey. But I will say the more popular choices are the entire Danube experience. These are the 14-night cruises, taking you from the Netherlands down to Hungary or from Germany down through to Romania. And folks, these are some of the highlights that you would see on a Danube River Cruise experience, including the Iron Gates. These are the natural rock borders between Bulgaria and Serbia, which of course we will take you through during the day to enjoy. Budapest, my absolute favorite city in all of Europe. In the evening, it is lit up like a Christmas tree. And on all of our Upper Danube cruises, we always overnight in Budapest, giving you a chance to explore this beautiful city and see all of the incredible lights. Vienna is always a popular choice, of course, and we are always there for an extended period, late nights and overnights in this beautiful city. And folks, it's not all about the big cities. You go to some stunning little towns and villages on a river cruise with us as well. One of my favorite on the Danube being Dürnstein, in the heart of the Wachau Valley. That's Richard the Lionheart's castle dating back to the 14th century above their beautiful blue watchtower in the heart of town. And then Bielsoven, folks, this is our home port in southern Germany. And it's in the heart of Bavaria. This is actually where the Pilsner beer was invented. So what do? We bring you a centuries-old event that's been going on over in Germany known as Oktoberfest. And it's a private experience just for our guests to enjoy. And we'll mention the Christmas markets because, folks, they are my absolute favorite in all of Europe. And every single city and town has their own unique Christmas market. This is a shot of one of 7 different Christmas markets that you can see in the city of Vienna. Folks, what I want to do is take you on a quick 2-minute journey along the beautiful Danube River so you can kind of see all of these great sights in a little video format.
The legendary Danube River has inspired artists and musicians for centuries. Along its riverbed, cities were born, castles were built, and kings and queens were crowned. And when you join us on board one of AmaWaterways' award-winning river cruise ships, you will sail through the grand capitals and charming villages where many of these castles remain, including the ruins of Dürnstein Fortress in Austria, where Richard the Lionheart was once held captive. You can hike up to this fortress and as well as spectacular castles in Budapest, Bratislava and Passau, or paddle along the riverside on one of our complimentary bike tours. On our guided tours, you can see where Mozart was born, and The Sound of Music was filmed in Salzburg, or follow the footsteps of the imperial Habsburg family in Vienna. Of course, one of the best ways to explore the Danube region is through your taste buds, and we are delighted to combine a tasting of Bavaria's famous pretzels and beer with a festive cultural experience at our exclusive year-round Oktoberfest in Vilshofen, just for AmaWaterways guests. You can also taste the famous wines from the vineyards, both on board and on shore. All of this and more is waiting for you when you cruise along the Danube River with AmaWaterways.
So folks, that's just a little quick journey along the Danube River. So now I'm going to take you over to the Rhine River, which also includes offshoots onto the Moselle and the Main. Those are all the different cruises listed there that we have available on the Rhine. And that same map showing all the different days where you're choosing the tours that you want to do. So the traditional Rhine River experience, folks, is 7 nights between the Netherlands and down into Switzerland, extensions to see more of Switzerland, or even go over to Lake Como, Italy. You've got the longer cruise. These are the ones that are 10, 11, 12 nights. These are the ones that are going to include the Moselle and the Main because these are offshoots of the Rhine River. And then you've got some specialty cruises over on the Rhine, such as our Tulip Time experience happening in the spring up in the Netherlands and Belgium. Some of the highlights, of course, includes Amsterdam, and on our Rhine River cruises, we always overnight in this city because there's so much to see during the day, just as much going on in the evening. And a highlight is always going to be going through the Rhine Gorge, where you're going to see over 50 medieval castles, some dating back to the 4th century. Of course, we do this during the day for you to enjoy. Next, you've got, of course, one of my favorite little towns on the Rhine River, Rudesheim. Stunning little hillside vineyards, of course, along here. You can take a gondola ride up and over top of those. And yes, just like on the Danube, the Rhine has some beautiful Christmas markets cruises as well. This is one of the Christmas markets in the city of Cologne outside their stunning cathedral, one of 4 different experiences in the city of Cologne. Now we're going to move over to France and Portugal, and we highlight these countries a little differently for a couple of reasons. First of all, as you can see on the maps, these are standalone rivers. They are not interconnected like the Danube, like the Rhine and the Main. And these are also smaller rivers. So full-size river cruise ships cannot actually navigate up and down. So this is where you find our boutique fleet of ships. They have all the same core features of the video I showed you earlier. You just have a few less guests on board. So in France, 140 passengers. In Portugal, 100 guests. That same map showing all the different days that you're choosing the tours. And over in France on the Seine River, this is in the northwestern side of the country. Of course, you've got 2 ships. You've got 2 ships down the Rhone and Saône, and then down into the Bordeaux region, we have 1 ship. Over on the Douro River, we currently have 2 ships, but due to the demand for this river cruise experience, we're actually adding a 3rd ship this season as well. Some of the highlights, of course, Avignon is the old capital of France, also where the Vatican was for a few centuries. So that's the Palais de Pope in the background, the Pont d'Avignon in the foreground. Over in the Bordeaux, some world famous vineyards, of course, and yes, we're going to take you through a lot, including the Saint-Emilion vineyards that you're seeing here on the screen. Up into the Seine River, of course, very historical part of the country. Number of historical wars were fought over here. And what we actually do on the Seine River, folks, is we separate you off into your different nationalities. So we're going to take the Americans off to their area of historical importance, while we'll take the Canadians off over into their area as well. Over into Douro River cruising, you've got the starting will be in Lisbon, which is the capital, 3 nights in this beautiful city. Then we take you up to Porto, where you're going to join your cruise. And the Douro, folks, is really a throwback to old style Europe. These are still the traditional fishing boats that they use today. You're going to see the beautiful almond groves, the olive trees, home to port wine. But there's a nice surprise for our North American guests about halfway through a Douro River cruise. Now, I can't see you, but I'm going to assume that all of you at some stage have enjoyed a glass or 2 of Mateus rosé wine. And after you drank the bottle, of course, you probably stuck a candle on the top to decorate your homes, because that's what you're supposed to do at the time. Well, folks, here is the surprise. About halfway through, when we stop in Regal, this is where the Royal Mateus Palace is. You get to taste and sample that beautiful Mateus wine as you wander around the stunning palace and grounds. And of course, folks, when you are looking and talking to your Expedia consultant, maybe you don't see the exact river cruise that you're looking for. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, because as you've learned, all of our ships are the same. So we can combine river cruise experiences. You can get additional savings, and you know that you're getting the same experience even if you are changing ships. A very popular combination I do for guests a lot of times, people will go from Amsterdam down to Basel, 7-night river cruise, then go over to Paris for a week, and then go down and do a Rhone river cruise. You can certainly do that. You can even do longer. So again, just get in touch with your Expedia consultant and tell them what you want, and AmaWaterways can certainly provide that. And of course, there's a number of cities that aren't necessarily on the rivers, cities such as Prague or Istanbul. And yes, you can add these experiences before or after any of your river cruises. 5-star centrally located hotel, daily breakfast, sightseeing tours included. And we are the only river cruise line where it's fully escorted by the same cruise manager that you have just sailed with. So that's great. You're fully escorted on land and on the river. And folks, I want to tell you that AmaWaterways is the only river cruise line whose sole focus is river cruising. We do not have an ocean cruising division to worry about. We don't have a coach touring division. We are focused on providing the best luxury river cruise experience. And as a result, we're always introducing new river cruises for you to try out. Now, back in 2009, folks, we came out with our celebration of wine experiences. And the idea was to take an existing river cruise, bring a North American wine host on board, and add some extra enhancements, including some extra excursions off to some chateaus and wineries, some tastings on board. Well, folks, in 2009, we started with 2 of those. This year, we're going to be operating over 100 celebration of wine experiences. So we're very excited that the celebration series is expanding this year. We're going to actually be adding our celebration of music experiences on about 8 or 10 different cruises, where again, we're going to bring a North American musical host, and you get all the same great inclusions, but a few extra enhanced musical experiences, including a musical performance in Vienna, a musical performance in Budapest, also in Salzburg, and in Bratislava. So we're very excited about that new series. And our celebration of wellness experiences. These also are happening this summer. Now, we've always had the wellness host on board our ships. However, we know a lot of guests go off to these beautiful wellness retreats, and they've got that full wellness menu to choose from. And that's essentially what these 2 cruises this summer are going to offer, with double the wellness host on board, offering a whole range of included experience on board and on shore. And finally, folks, our celebration of beer experiences will debut this November with 2 river cruises going through Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium, home to some incredible European beers where you get, again, all the same great inclusions, but a few extra enhanced beer-focused excursions, as well as some tastings and such on board as well. And folks, back in 2023, we invented Soulful Experiences, and this was to celebrate Black history and culture on the rivers of France. Now, we weren't sure what the response would be, but within 4 days, it was completely sold out. So now, folks, it is a permanent part of our product lineup, always having the French experiences highlighting Josephine Baker, but now enhancing our Soulful Experiences to cover Portugal, cover Colombia, and also into Egypt. So that brings me, folks, to my favorite catalog of river cruises, and these are the exotic rivers. These truly are life-changing experiences that go through the hearts of some stunning countries to bring you, of course, to the locals, the culture, the food, the transportation, the religions. And when we decided to go outside of Europe for the first time, we went down into Southeast Asia on the mighty Mekong River. Now, it's a great experience which will take you from southern Vietnam up into Cambodia, extensions available into northern Vietnam, central Vietnam, and down into Bangkok, Thailand. Now, folks, like I said, you're going to get a chance to experience all of the different things that make this region so vibrant, so beautiful. And it happens on board a boutique-style ship. Our exotic ships are all a little smaller. This is the Amadara. Now, they look a little different because we don't have the same low bridges or locks to go through, but the Amadara, 124 guests on board. But what's unique is that every single cabin is our signature twin balcony suites, the multiple included restaurants, and of course, the rooftop pool experience. Next, we decided to go over into Africa to be the first and still the only river cruise line to do a wildlife river cruise experience on the Chobe River, including Victoria Falls. Now, you can extend your stay and go into South Africa, Robus Rail, Kruger National Park, or go up to East Africa into Tanzania. Also, you can add the Rwanda Gorillas package as well. Now, folks, we know that when you go to Africa, the main reason, of course, is to go and see the wildlife. Now, if you take a land safari, there's never a guarantee that you're going to see all the wildlife that is in the area. However, on a Chobe River cruise with AmaWaterways, folks, we can guarantee exactly that, because the Chobe River is the only watering hole between Namibia and Botswana, meaning all of these animals have to come to the river every single day to bathe, to feed, and that's where you'll be sitting on the beautiful and very intimate Zambezi Queen. Only 28 guests on board. Everybody has a beautiful balcony suite to experience the stunning wildlife journey. Next, in 2019, we went into Egypt and exploring Nile River. 7 nights round trip from Luxor with pre and post packages in the capital of Cairo. Pre-packages before that available in Jordan and Dubai. Now, folks, we know that there's been some stunning sites that have developed over the centuries. All the pharaohs, all the leaders always built their temples and tombs. Things that you've seen on stunning programs such as National Geographic brought to life with this stunning Nile River cruise experience. Now, the Amadalia is the first ship we brought out, 72 guests on board. And then, due to the demand, we had to bring out a second sister ship, the Ama Lilia, housing 82 guests on board, again, with our signature twin balcony suites and the multiple restaurant experiences as well. And then next month, folks, we are thrilled to be the very first river cruise line to bring our own product onto the Magdalena River in Colombia in South America. Now, this is going to be a 7-night experience between Cartagena and Barranquilla. And as you know, probably, the ocean ships have been stopping in Cartagena for over a decade. So it's bringing you some incredible sights, and you can add pre and post packages in Medellin and over into Panama. Now, Colombia is the second fastest growing tourist destination in the world, known for their vibrant architecture, incredible wildlife, and amazing musical experiences. And one of those is an exclusive Carnival performance in Barranquilla. Now, next month, the Ama Magdalena launches. She has 64 guests on board, and she'll be followed suit this summer by the Ama Melodia with another 64 passengers. Folks, that is the product lineup, of course, of AmaWaterways. If you want a brochure, please get in touch with your Expedia travel consultant. But as you can see, AmaWaterways truly does take you to the heart of the river all around the world.
Step aboard a world of exceptional experiences, where your journey is our passion. Allow us to share villages that time forgot, Walk along cobblestone streets filled with the lights, paddle through historic town squares, and revel in moments that last a lifetime. When you step aboard AmaWaterways, each day brings a genuine smile that warms the heart. Every river a new culture that inspires, and each course a moment to savor and share. Experience these wonders and delights with AmaWaterways, the heart of the river.
And folks, when you're talking with your Expedia consultant, they will tell you the earlier you book a river cruise, the better offer you are always going to get. Obviously, with our ships being smaller, we do fill up a lot earlier and a lot quicker. In fact, for the 2025 season, folks, even though we've just started, we're almost 80% sold out for this season, and we're almost 50% sold out for 2026. So this is why we are bringing this to you now. And some of the great offers that we've got that you can take advantage of are land packages. I mentioned these earlier, of course. These are pre or post packages, which you can add on. They're escorted, and normally, folks, they can range anywhere up to between $1,200 and $2,000. Now, I'm based in Toronto, so I'm quoting Canadian. So obviously, take that into account for the exchange for our American guests watching. But these are right now on sale on about 400 different departures. You can get them absolutely free. So it's a great opportunity. I know it says booked by the 31st of March, but great news, this offer has been extended until the end of June. So again, get in touch with your Expedia consultants to find out offers you can take advantage of. Now, of course, you've got some offers that you can also take advantage of if you are actually looking for the summer sailings. Maybe you're looking for a holiday triple savings. You've got opportunities there that you can take advantage of as well. And folks, I know I've been referring to everything as if you are two people traveling together, but we are very well aware that you maybe are a solo traveler. So folks, we've got some great opportunities that you can take advantage of for travel this year, where it's not double the twin share price. It's actually anywhere from 25% reduced single supplement to 10% to absolutely no single supplement. So some great opportunities. Again, get in touch with your Expedia consultants. And folks, maybe you're looking at one of the exotics. Here's a great deal on the Mekong. If you're going to go all this way, make sure you do the full 15-night package, because Northern Vietnam to Southern Vietnam, all very different cultural experiences, and on about 50 different departures for this year and next year. If you do the full package, 2-for-1 pricing on the 8-night land extension. But folks, the reason we are here, we are in heart of the river. Oh, I just noticed there's a spelling error on that. That should say heart of the river, folks. Anyway, beautiful experience, because this is Legendary Rivers with Expedia Cruises for the month of April. Now, it officially kicks off tomorrow. But even though I've gone through all of these amazing offers, you are going to be able to take advantage of another incredible offer just through Expedia Cruises. And we are thrilled to be their lead river cruise partner for this great promotion. So the first week, from the 1st to the 7th, don't worry if you want to book today, we will certainly allow you to get this on. You are going to get an additional savings. $250 off per person US, $300 Canadian per person. This is on any of our river cruises that have a promotion attached to it, along with prepaid gratuity. So again, great promotions for you to take advantage of. And folks, we also are very well aware that you need to fly to get over to join any of our river cruises. So any of those dates that have a promotion, we can also give you a guaranteed airfare. This is $8.99 US or $10.99 Canadian for economy, $22.99 or $29.99 premium, and $42.99 or $49.99 for business class. This is on over 50 US gateways and also 15 Canadian gateways as well. So again, great opportunities for you to layer up your promotions and get on a beautiful river cruise experience. And of course, if you are a past AmaWaterways guest, we want to thank you for being part of the Ama family. There are additional benefits that you are going to get in conjunction with all of those great offers that I have just discussed. So folks, welcome to Legendary Rivers. We are thrilled at AmaWaterways to be bringing you this live presentation and telling you all about the great offers. But I've left some time at the end of the presentation here for any extra questions that you may have. Now, I know you might have been asking some throughout And I believe there's some very, very knowledgeable people in the background answering some of those away, including my lovely colleague Mia. So they might have been answered, but Wendy, my friend, if there's any questions, we can fire them away right now, I suppose, and bring you on to close out the show. So
Yeah, so I think we're gonna leave the webinar on for about 5 more minutes just for any new questions to come in. I see one question that has not yet been answered, and hopefully that you can help. The question is, the picture of the cabin bathrooms look like glass doors. Can other people see into your bathroom or when you are there?
no, no. Now, if you are referring to the slide on the Magna, they and some of the suites, they've got very high-tech ones where you can actually see out but not inside to the bathroom. So it's quite one of those lovely beveled and shaded glass kind of concepts. But no, there's no glass on the bathrooms that you're seeing into. Don't worry.
Right, so we're just gonna let the team answer the questions. I do want to mention when you were talking about the Mekong cruise, and you recommended the pre and post land package to go with it. I did the cruise. It was lovely. It was amazing. Loveliest staff I've ever met. And I didn't do the land cruise, and I am still kicking myself for it to this day. So totally and completely agree. We'll have to
Yeah,
go back.
and you are right, Wendy. The staff on the Mekong, they smile 24/7. I don't know how they do it, but they are the friendliest. Like our crew is all great. Do not get me wrong, but the staff on the Mekong ships, they are just a whole step above. They are so excited to have you on board and show off their beautiful countries. So I absolutely love that experience too. So
Mhm. Great. So I'm just going through the questions to see if there are any more generic ones that you can answer. Um, are there activities offered on the Christmas cruises other than Christmas markets?
absolutely. So you get all the same great inclusions as the regular river cruise, but you get extra time to go and explore the beautiful Christmas markets as well. So all those same tours that I talked about are all part of the Christmas markets. They're just another enhanced cruise because you get the advantage of the Christmas markets that are happening as well. So
Great. Is there a dress? What is the dress code?
so on all of our ships, it's a smart casual environment. There are no formal nights whatsoever. So no jackets and ties required, no fancy cocktail dresses. Really, the only rule we have is no shorts or jeans in the dining room in the evening, but otherwise, smart casual throughout your entire river cruise experience. So
Great. Are children welcome? I think the answer is yes, but there is an age limit that I know there is, but can you just talk a little bit more about children's on board?
of course. So, folks, it's not that we are open to multi-generational travel. We can even do triple share in our twin balcony suites. We have adjoining rooms, but please note we don't have children's prices and we don't have activities designed for children. So what I always like to say is if the kids are maybe 15, 16, they're going to appreciate the tours, the history, the stories about all of Europe, certainly bring them on board. That's not a problem. If you are maybe parents with younger kids, please note we've got a long-term partnership with Adventures by Disney. So they are the ones, they utilize our ships, but they're the ones who provide these beautiful experiences for families with younger children. So that is the way we draw it out. So like I said, it's not that we don't take them, but it's usually for children who are going to appreciate the tours we have on our ships. So
Fantastic. And I see more and more questions coming in. So what I think we'll do is thank you for all your time. I think the question I have for everybody that's on the event today still is, are you ready for a spectacular vacation with AmaWaterways? If so, please get in touch with your Expedia Cruises vacation consultant because really now is the time to book. It really is one of the richest offers we have out in the market with AmaWaterways this year. And as Neil mentioned, we have extremely limited time with the sale, which runs 1 to 7th. So if you are considering a trip, please reach out to your consultant today. Thank you, Neil, for joining us. We will stay on. You can leave. We will stay on just so that we're answering all the questions and have the questions come in. And then thank you, everybody, for your time. Have a great rest of your Monday.
thanks, Wendy, as always. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you.